Hiya and welcome to the Teen Whisperer, the podcast for mums of girls who are often labelled as too much, too sensitive, too emotional and too different and just don't fit in. I'm Rach Friedley, fellow mum, coach and play specialist, and here's what I believe. Our girls definitely do not need fixing, and we don't need yet another list of strategies that make us feel like failures in our role as parents. The truth, behaviour is not a flaw. It's a signal from the body, and it's the body's way of asking for support without the words. This podcast is about listening, not controlling, connection, not correction, and giving you tools that actually work in the chaos of real everyday life or everyday real life. So if you're ready to stop second guessing, feel confident again and finally connect with your daughter at her level, you're in the right space. So keep listening. Hi mums, welcome back to the Teen Whisperer, and come and sit down just for a minute. And put your kettle on, get your mug out, and let's just breathe for a sec. Because if you've hit play today, I'm guessing things have felt a little intense lately with your daughter. Maybe she's been slamming those doors, snapping over nothing, or giving you that look, you know, that look, the one that says don't even start before you even opened your mouth. Or maybe it's that silence that gets you, the hiding in the room, the withdrawing themselves from life, the way she shuts down and disappears behind that door. I just want to say you're not imagining it. Something has shifted. And no, it's not because you've done something wrong or because she's turning into a teenage monster, as we are told time and time again. You know that look you get from other people when you say how old your daughter is, as they look down at the floor and they ignore the comment. I just want to say, her brain is still under construction. And this is one of the reasons why she is behaving as she is. So today we're starting a brand new series here on the Teen Whisperer, because I just thought, you know what? I talk about cyclical rhythm. I talk about knowing where we are and building that sense of belonging and community and connection. And it's time I started doing it myself. So every month we're going to be talking, there's 5 different topics a month, depending on what weeks we have in the month. Obviously, if you've only got a 4-week month, I talk about the 4 topics. Got a 5-week month, we talk about 5 topics. So this week we are talking about inside her mind, which, as I say, I'm going to be doing once a month. It's where we pull back the curtain on what's actually going on inside your daughter's brain and heart and body, so you can stop taking her behaviour so personally and start meeting her where she's really at. So let's talk about this one. Why can't you just calm down? You know those comments. Come on, calm down. Just breathe. Just relax. You'll be fine. So let me tell you why. So the truth behind the meltdown, the kick-off, the behaviour, whatever you want to call it, here we go. So I had a mum say to me recently, every time I try to calm her down, it just makes it worse. It's like I can't do anything right and I feel such a failure as a mum. And I smile because I get it. I have been there too. You try to be the calm one. You try to reason. You try to talk her through it, to say, just take a breath. But instead of calming down, she explodes. So let me tell you what's really happening there. So when your daughter is in full meltdown, so shouting, crying, slamming doors, or withdrawing, that prefrontal cortex, that part of the brain that handles logic, empathy and planning, it's offline. It's literally like turning the Wi-Fi off at the plug. And by the way, this is the part of the brain that is still developing, and it won't be fully mature until she's in her mid-20s. So when you say to her, calm down, or just stop, you're speaking to a part of the brain that literally cannot hear you yet. And it's offline. This isn't defiance. This isn't her being bloody minded. This isn't her having a behavioural issue. This is biology. Simple to the fact. Her brain is still wiring itself. Those new neural connections are firing every day. And while that's happening, her emotions, so her behaviours, are being driven by the limbic system, that survival brain. That's where the fight, flight, freeze or fawn responses live as part of her nervous system. And here's the kicker. When that survival brain lights up, blood flow actually leaves the logical part of the brain. Yep, you heard me correctly. Blood flow actually leaves the logical part of the brain. So there is no connection. So it's like, as I say, turning the Wi-Fi off and then pulling out every router. There is no connection. So the part that can problem solve, the part that can say, oh yeah, mum, I get it 100%. It's gone offline and there's no way of getting it back while she is in that moment. And then we wonder why she can't just breathe and talk rationally. This is why. She just can't. Not yet. So here's where it gets even more interesting. When we talk about regulation, we always think brain. We've been told time and time again to think yourself out of a problem, to work it through in your brain. It's like the brain is the number one solution to being in these issues. But the truth is, her heart and her body actually play a bigger role. Did you know this little known fact? The heart and the body send more messages to the brain than the brain sends to them. So it's like disconnection at the neck. Everybody talks about the head. Everybody talks about the thinking part of the brain. They don't talk about the body. But the body and the heart has got as much, if not more, part to play in regulating your daughter's behaviours. And then on top of that, there's this incredible network called the vagus nerve. It's like a phone line running between the heart and the brain. When her heart rate spikes, her brain reads that as danger. But when her heart rate slows, her brain gets a message, you're safe. And you can also send happy thoughts to the brain, which also triggers that safety valve. So the fastest way to calm her brain is through her body and her heart, not through logic, not through control, not through coercion, not through discipline. It is through her body and her heart. That's why hugs, that grounding touch, just a hand somewhere, that breathing together, or even doing something playful and fun works so much better than lectures, because you're speaking her body's language, not your adult brains. So I see this every single day in my work. Mums connecting with me, telling me that they're exhausted, saying that they've tried everything. She just doesn't listen. And what I tell them is this: you're trying to talk to a brain that's in the middle of rewiring itself. So in there comes that neuroplasticity, where it is pruning away old connections, building new connections, experimenting, challenging itself, and learning who she is. Your daughter's brain is doing exactly what it's meant to do. And sometimes that process can look like chaos, because growth, after all, is messy. Change is messy. And you're the anchor she's pushing against. Not because she wants to fight you, but because she feels safest with you. This is why she is herself with you. It's not because she has a behavioural problem, in inverted commas. It's because you are her safe space. She feels safe with you. She feels that love and that connection that she doesn't necessarily feel anywhere else. You are the constant in a world that feels like it's spinning way too fast, and she feels out of control. So let's get practical, because theory doesn't help much when you're both mid-tears, you're mid-frustration, you're mid-anger, you're pulling your fists into a tight fist. You're just feeling it in your body. So what we want to use is tools to use in that moment, not afterwards, in that moment. So one, don't talk to her, just breathe. When she's spiraling, skip that pep talk and just breathe. Breathe. Connect with yourself. So just pause, breathe, and connect to how you are feeling about this moment. And if you can slow your own breath, her body will pick up on yours through something called co-regulation. And it's also about those electromagnetic rhythms that are outside of our body, about 3 meters out, that then connects to hers. You don't have to be in the same room. She can still feel it. You can't bring her calm if you've lost yours. Number 2, ground her body before her brain. Sit beside her, not in front of her. Offer your hand or a gentle touch, but only if she's open to it. It brings her out of the emotional storm and back into her body, but you have to wait for the window. Wait until the storm passes, usually 20 to 40 minutes later, then come back and talk. Leave her with, I'm just going to go and have some space on my own. When you're ready, come and find me. That 20 to 40 minutes later is when that prefrontal cortex starts to come back online. And number 4, use heart language, not head language. Instead of saying, you need to calm down, try this. This feels big, doesn't it? When she's come out. That tells her that you see her, not just her behaviour. So if you're sitting there thinking, I'm so tired of being her punch bag, I hear you. It's relentless, isn't it? It's non-stop. It's every single day, every single minute of the day. They're walking on eggshells. The worry that one wrong word will set her off, leading to you guys ignoring one another. I've been there. I know how friggin' tough this can be. But I just want to say, you are not failing. You're navigating a time of her life where her brain, body, and emotions are all learning how to dance together. And some days, the music is chaos. And actually, when I talk about emotions, it's actually the feelings. So when it feels like too much, take your own 60 seconds, step away, go to your safe space, breathe, regulate yourself before you reach for her. That's not selfish, that is leadership. So let's recap what we've talked about today. Her brain is not ignoring you, it's still worrying itself. It's like looking at a building that's under wraps, that's having lots of work done on it. That's exactly what's going on for your daughter's brain. Her prefrontal cortex isn't fully online yet, so logic will not land mid-meltdown. And by the way, logic is an adult thing, not a child's thing. Her heart and her body send the brain messages of safety, so start there first. And your calm nervous system is her anchor. It's how she learns to find hers. So if this episode landed with you, please hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. I've got so much more coming in this new Inside Her Mind series. And if you've got a mum friend who's sitting in her car right now wondering what on earth she's doing wrong, please share this with her. Help get this podcast out there. I'm on a mission to reach 1,000 downloads so more mums know they're not alone in this. And don't forget to grab your free 60-second reset. It's in the show notes. It's your in-the-moment survival tool for when it all just feels too much for you and for her. It's a simple 2-page PDF. Stick it on your fridge, stick it on your cupboard, stick it wherever you need it so you see it when you're having those moments. And if you're craving deeper support, deeper connection, come join me inside WTF. We all have quite a lot of those ones, don't we? Anyway, it's called What's the Feeling? Your space for mums who want to stop firefighting and start truly understanding what's going on underneath their girls' behaviour. You get to practice what we talk about here with other mums who get it. It's not just another course, it's real ongoing support right when you need it. Because remember, it's physiology before psychology, always. Let's be proactive, not reactive, together. Take care and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.